Everything's going to be grass down the road.
There's the draft right there. What songs are you can start it. I'll jump in.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Call the meeting to order. Thanks everyone for being here. We don't have a big agenda today, but we do have a couple of things to talk about. With that being said, any additions to the agenda in front of you from anybody? Okay. Approval of the previous minutes from last month. Can we get an approval on the minutes?
We accept them.
Okay, that's the first. Second, thank you very much. Tom had to step out for a second. Rick, do you want to go ahead and go over your report?
I can. Just wanted to remind everyone that the Windsor Drawdown this fall is October 16th to February the 19th. We expect about 3 inches a day. Of course, that's all weather dependent. The dam boat ramp should still be accessible, but we ask that people take caution when they're launching boats because there may be some unknown obstacles there. Should be down by about the first part of November to allow the city to do some work on Chelsea Road. The POA Rangers made 5,364 contacts for the month of August, 355 non-members removed, 542 contacts by boat, and 155 hours spent on the water in August. That is down a little bit from July, but we had quite a bit of hot weather there at the first part of August, and compared to August of 2022, we're actually up quite a bit by about 1,100 contacts. In grounds maintenance, dock repair continues, and we're also doing some sealing of the wooden docks. Spider webs are being cleared on nearly a daily basis, but they come back overnight, so area can look in need of cleaning from day to day. We have a twisted sign was at Tyree. It appears that someone had hit a sign. That has been removed. We have a, let's see. The London Road washout has been fixed, and hopefully we'll get a longer term fix for that next year. And there was a tree kind of blocking the way at London Landing, and that's been removed. We recently filled a vacant position in Lakes and Parks grounds maintenance, so we're full staffed all the way around, and we'll be letting our summer rangers go in October. We also harvested 1,200 channel catfish from our aquaculture ponds. That was marking the first harvest of fish, and they went into Lake Avalon. The rest of the lakes will be stocked this October with channel catfish. Bluegill from our ponds will be stocked later this fall. Just looking forward, our Lake Brittany trout program resumes in early November, and Chris and Kayla will be teaching a lakes ecology station at 2 upcoming field trips at Lake Windsor. I'm sure the fly tires are aware of that and will be joining us. That's all I have.
Okay. Questions for Rick on anything? Okay. Tom, do you have any comments on anything?
No comments. Did you want to go over the boating regulations, or did you want to do that at a later time?
No, we can do that now. That's actually the next step up.
So here are the boating regulations with the changes. The way you can find that there's a change, you look, if there's a line on the far left side, and then it's usually indicated in red and underlined. What we've done is we've gone through and not only worked on worked on the regulations regarding small or personal watercraft, we figured, well, let's just change. If there's other things that we've we fix those. So there's several changes that have nothing to do with personal watercraft, and that's okay. We're just trying to, over the last year, the Rules and Regulations Committee has been going through and trying to simplify the language, change wording and so forth to make things easier to read and understand. And so in the spirit of that, when we were making those changes for the personal watercraft, we did the same thing. So some of these are, we got a comma here just to make things a little bit easier. So if you go down, watercraft include but is not limited to, that's just a way to make sure that people don't try and exclude anything. It's kind of a catch-all. So if anybody says, well, mine is not hard bottom or inflatable, it's not a kayak, well, but it's not limited to, so it's a catch-all term. Going down here, the following watercraft are prohibited on all POA lakes. A, motorized personal watercraft such as, for example, jet skis, wave runners, sea-doos, and other similar types of personal watercraft are prohibited on all POA lakes. So we've given examples, but then we have the catch-all of other similar. That way, if someone comes back to us and says, well, I don't have a jet ski, but I have an ABC. Well, it's pretty similar and it's motorized. Motorized personal watercraft such as surfboards, hydrofoils, and other similar types of personal watercraft are prohibited on POA lakes. Seaplanes are prohibited. This is a cleanup from before. Okay, exception. Motorized personal watercraft such as kayaks, canoes, and stand-up paddle boards are allowed on POA lakes, but they are restricted to travel no faster than 5 miles per hour. So that's what the committee had said, 5 miles per hour. And to make it simple, you'll also see a reference in here to wakes being defined as 5 miles per hour. So that way it's 5 at all times, and that way we don't have, 5 and then 10, and then the member or the ranger forgets which one's which. Just keep it nice and simple. Watercraft may not travel faster than 5 miles per hour, nor may they create a wake in zones marked as no wake. The following lakes are considered no wake zones, like Avalon, Brittany, Norwood, and Rayburn. So the rest of it is just cleaning up, but I think we've covered everything that the committee asked us to take care of with regards to personal watercraft. This has been reviewed by the POA's general counsel. So from a legal backing, it is worded how he wanted it worded. Any questions?
So thanks to the subcommittee who did a lot of work on that. Scott, you want to say a little bit about what went into that process?
Yeah, I could say a few things. Rob and Scott can also pop in if they want. We were asked lots of new technology out there, lots of new personal watercraft, and we were tasked with reviewing that and coming up with a logical solution to that, and a rational basis for if we're going to ban, anything that's up and coming. And what Tom brought up was just a perfect recap of it. We came up with a lake safety rating, and some of the things that were brought up is in subsection B, surfboards, motorized surfboards, hydrofoils, and other similar types. Those had a higher lake safety rating of, we thought that probably a little more unsafe to have those out there than the motorized kayaks, paddleboards, we liken those to more like an e-bike situation where it's going to bring some more people out there that aren't used to going on those. Maybe some fishermen want to troll around with those, but it's not going to be such a lake safety hazard, I guess. And so that's what we came up with as a group. Do you guys have anything to add on that?
No, we're fine.
Any comments or questions? What I thought we'd do is vote on this next month, because we have to have this probably in the books by next month in order that it take effect in January of next year, which is when all this will take effect. So any questions, concerns, issues that anybody sees with anything?
What we would do is we'd post this working document to the website. So during this 1 month period, if anybody is watching at home, the live stream, they can go and review it. And if they object or have any concerns, they can come to the next meeting. That way we're not racing it through and, we present it to the community for the very first time and then the committee votes on it right away. It almost looked like we're trying to race it through. We'll have it posted to our website for a month. People can make comments, come to the next meeting and so forth if they have any concerns.
So everybody okay with that? Before we move on to the next topic. Thanks again for the subcommittee for the work you guys did. I know I know you guys did some deep digging and it's a lot of work. So I do appreciate your efforts. The only other thing I have on the agenda is the 2024 capital budget recommendations. I haven't heard from anyone. We've gone over this numerous times before. We don't have an electronic copy of that, do we? Okay. So anybody have any more? I can read these off really quickly, and I apologize. I should have probably sent these out today. We talked about repairing the Lake Ann spillway, repave the dam on Lake Windsor, one additional fish stocking pond behind Lake Loch Lomond, annual budget to maintain lakes with balanced mineral enhancement program, maximize enforcement of boundaries for water skiing, wakeboarding, continued presence of lake rangers. So basically do continue to support and fund lake rangers so that we can enforce the rules that are already on the books. Trout stocking program at Lake Brittany, trout stocking program from the new ponds, including hybrid striped bass, catfish, and any other fish that we want to stock. We'd be interested in funding a part-time internship program if that became available. Needed maintenance in all POA parks and facilities. We talked about moving the kiosk on Lake Avalon closer to the boat dock. Kayak racks on Lake Rayburn, which I know we talked about potentially having issues of where to put that. And add additional fish cleaning stations to Lake Windsor and Lake Ann. So if there's anything that I've missed or something that somebody, again, we have to have this in by next month probably? Or is it already, this month, right? Now.
Well, you've already given us, we already received some information from the committee and it was actually due at the end of last month.
Okay, well then,
But
new point.
But
So
Rick is already, Rick's the one that's writing the budget for the lakes, and he's already aware of all those recommendations. And so we've heard and received the input from the committee.
Okay, and I haven't changed anything since last month, so it's all the same. Okay, anything else? I don't have anything else on the agenda. Let's open it up to the audience. Anybody have anything to say?
We're working with Rick. I'm Kevin Yules. I'm the president of the Light Hires here in Bella Vista. We're working with Rick on putting together where we can help out. We have some funds available for this coming year, and we're working on that right now. So we'll get back with you with what we want to do, okay?
Okay, hey, we appreciate
Thank
your
you.
support. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Okay. Any other?
A quick question.
Go ahead.
Do we have a date for fuel cutoff at Loch Lomond?
Trey, did you hear that question?
I did. This was a question about the fuel cutoff.
Correct.
We'd like to get everybody full by that last weekend, which I think is October 1st, is that Sunday. I'm sorry, I got it written down here. Let me take a look so we're for sure. Sunday, October 1st, looks like.
Okay. Any other questions, concerns, anything? All right, short meeting. Thanks, guys. Meeting adjourned.